Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. We're about to start the trial. We got some good information. I don't know if we have enough to... What is happening? How did I get into this mess? It's a good question. That's far enough. You can't run forever. Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is it? What have I done wrong?
I cannot allow you to go on like this.
But I'm just a simple defense attorney.
Silence! You are no longer worthy of your title.
Is that the exact same thing that happened at the beginning of the game? I mean, I remember I don't remember if it's the same text. I've had this dream before, someplace, some time ago. As if this day was written into my destiny. Today I'll stand in court as a lawyer. Prove a killer innocent. No! Hello, this is Phoenix Wright.
You don't look so well, dude. You're gonna prove me not guilty today, right?
Wait, what?
If you please, Mr. Lawyer. Remember, it's not just me. Your precious friend's life is riding on today's verdict, too.
How did he get to bring Brandy to the trial? Now listen up, you better get Engard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime bag and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. Phoenix. Oh, Mia. Maya, how's Maya?
I don't know.
You don't know?
She hasn't tried to channel me since yesterday.
Mia, what am I supposed to do?
Well, like I said, for a lawyer, the worst of times are when you have to force your biggest smiles. But you can't give up. There's still some hope left.
Stop it, please. There's nothing left. Not here, not anywhere. It's that accursed Engard again. Will you leave me alone? Look, don't call him anymore. I mean it. You really mean that, pal? Oh, Gumshoe. I'm really, really sorry. Where are you? They let me join the investigation team and we're chasing after the killer, pal. Did he get rehired? Then you have some sort of lead? Sorry, but right now we got 0 leads on the guy. But we're not gonna give up. Gumshoe, until the trial's over, until the verdict is handed down, we're gonna do everything we can to find the killer. If we can get Maya out, then you can get Engard the guilty verdict he deserves, pal. It's true, I could do that if they found Maya first. You got that, so you have to do whatever you can to make the trial last longer. To make the trial last longer? Oh, that's highlighted. So that's probably a real thing. If you go at Mr. Edgeworth with everything you got, then you two can draw it out. Oh, now I get it. I believe in you, pal. You and Mr. Edgeworth can do it. So, believe in us. We're gonna give it all we've got, just like you. Got it. Thanks, Gumshoe.
Hey, Phoenix. You understand now, don't you? You have something money will never be able to buy. Friendship. It's the strongest weapon in the world, and you have it in abundance.
Yeah! Yeah!
Looks like we're coming to the end.
I have to make the trial last as long as I can. Gumshoe will come through, I know it. So will this be the last day of the trial, I wonder? Because this is only day 2, so technically I think it could go another day. So we'll see.
Court is now session for the trial of Matt Engard.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
Oh, Edgeworth, never change.
Now, as I recall, we concluded yesterday's session with a big mystery on our hands. The mystery being, what exactly was Ms. Adrian Andrews' role in this murder? That is to say, is she really connected to the crime itself? Mr. Edgeworth, if you would please inform the court of today's proceedings.
Adrian Andrews. She forged evidence that threw suspicion onto Mr. Ingard, and then proceeded to escape the crime scene by wearing a nickel samurai costume. The guilt of these actions are those from which she cannot escape.
You're saying that she's guilty after all?
I'm not finished, Your Honor. Miss Andrews has nothing to do with committing the actual murder. I would like to direct the court's attention to this card.
What is that? It looks like a shell.
This is the calling card of a certain assassin.
Assassin, you say?
Yes, Juan Carrito was killed by a professional assassin. And the person who hired the assassin, his client, so to speak, is Matt Ingard.
Ah, crap.
What a surprising turn of events!
Everything has become commonplace by now, Your Honor.
He's not wrong about that, actually. Oh boy, I know what's going on this time. So I know that everything Edgeworth has said is true.
But we still have to hold out as long as we can. At least until Maya is safe and sound.
I wonder how the trial will turn out today.
Now then, please call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
The prosecution calls the defendant's mentor, Mr. Will Powers, to the stand.
Oh boy, it's Will.
Now then, witness, your name and occupation, please.
Okay. I'm, Will Powers. I'm a poor underpaid action star.
What is your relation to the defendant?
Well, I guess I'm sort of a lousy mentor to him in a way. Yeah.
Mr. Powers, please, you don't need to put yourself down so much.
Oh, sorry, but I'm just kind of a nothing sort of guy.
On the night of the murder, you visited the defendant's room. Is this correct?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
But you know, I didn't actually get to see Matt when I went in.
All you need to do is answer what you're asked. Now then, I would like you to please testify about what you went to Mr. Ingard's room. About when you went to Mr. Ingard's room.
No, okay, sure.
Will, you can't do this to us. It's damaging to my case. Oh, button wouldn't go.
After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. Matt was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. That's us!
Nothing sounds out of place in Mr. Powers' testimony.
Talking with the bellboy is no big deal.
If one assumes the person Mr. Ingard was speaking with was an ordinary bellboy.
What are you implying?
Well, Mr. Wright, let's have your cross-examination, shall we?
Looks like we're in another sticky situation.
Huh?
A trap. Can't you smell it, Phoenix? But for us to find out more, we're just going to have to charge in head first, right?
Don't disagree with that, unfortunately. I hate, I think I mentioned this in a comment. I hate anytime it's like, oh man, we've totally got Edgeworth on the ropes and he's just sitting there laughing at us. Because I know we don't actually have him on the ropes at all. The defendant's room, why did you go there?
Well, I'm his mentor, like a big brother, sort of, and I wanted to say congrats.
What's wrong? Why did you stop?
Mr. Wright.
What is it?
You're going to try to trick me into a corner, aren't you?
Huh?
I know I'm just a poor underpaid action star, but I'm not the killer.
No one said you were, Mr. Powers.
No, please don't trick me. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy.
Every time?
Witness, I will personally talk to the defense at a later time. So for now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony.
Sorry.
So you went to the defendant's room and then?
Hey, wait a minute. When and how did I suddenly turn into the bad guy here? Are you sure that was Matt Ingard?
Yeah, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the nickel samurai mask then.
that's the case, and he can't really be mistaken.
And what was the defendant doing standing in front of his own room?
First I thought it was the bellboy. Okay, what made you think that? At first, what do you mean by that?
Well, he was in a bellboyish uniform and had a bottle of juice on a tray.
Sounds like an ordinary bellboy to me.
Yeah, but I didn't think he was a normal bellboy.
And why was that?
Why did I think that, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Sorry, but I can't remember right now. Sorry.
I guess I'm going to have to wait patiently on this one. What? You saw the two of them, the bellboy and the defendant, together, correct?
Yeah, the bellboy just wanted to say congrats.
Now, while you were watching the two of them, did you notice anything strange?
You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt, well, he gave the bellboy a tip.
A tip? But that's a perfectly normal thing to do.
So, how long did you watch the two of them?
Not more than a minute or two, I think. That was us. So who are these guests you're talking about?
You guys, of course. You and Maya and Little Pearl. I thought it would be really rude since I invited you guys if I disappeared on you, so I went back to my seat pretty soon after seeing Matt in the hallway.
It's like squeezing water from a stone. It's probably pointless to press further.
Do you remember this incident? Did Mr. Powers leave the seat that night?
I don't remember that happening at all. Maya was making such a racket in her hyper state. I ended up focusing on her.
I see. In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long.
Oh, we're back around again. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. We pressed that. Still in his nickel samurai costume, okay. He was talking with someone. At first, I thought it was the bellboy. I watched the two of them for a while, but then gave up and went back. I had guests with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me.
Do you remember this incident?
No, I don't remember that happening at all. I see. In any case, for Mr. He probably wasn't gone for very long. Okay. But what evidence do we have? Attorney's badge. There's really the only thing I have is the ordinary bellboy. Let's go to that statement, because there's not much there. I was standing in his front room still in a Knuckle Samurai costume. That part is not so much in debate. At first I thought it was the bellboy. Can we show... Why is that not updated? That's crazy to me. I don't feel like I have any evidence that like contradicts that he saw a bellboy. I just want to know why. I have nothing else. This evidence clearly reveals. Oh crap!
How exactly are the evidence in that statement just now related?
They aren't, are they?
Not at all, Mr. Wright. Please think before.
Ah crap! I don't think that won me any points with the judge. Well, that's bad. What else? I don't know what else I have. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. He told us why he went back. There's nothing... Do I have any evidence that he didn't? Because he did come back and he gave us the press conference ticket. Stolen on the night of the murder. Tabloid article about the victim was in the case. I don't think the camera is going to come into play again. I watched the two of them for a while, but then I gave up and went back. I'd guest with me that night, and I couldn't make them wait for me. Is there a clue in here that I'm just missing? Did Mr. Powers leave his seat that night? Don't remember that happening at all. So can we challenge him? In any case, from his story, he probably wasn't gone for very long. After the award ceremony, I went by myself to Matt's room. It's just... What did we get from that? The defendant's room. Where did you go? Why did you go there? I'm his mentor, like a big brother, and I wanted to say congrats. What's wrong? Why did you stop? No, we're good. You're gonna try to trick me into a corner. Yeah, I'm just a poor underpaid action star, but I am not the killer. Every time you do your lawyer thing, the witness suddenly turns into the bad guy. Every time. Witness, I will personally... Now, please kindly cooperate and continue with your testimony. You're into the defendant's room, and then... I feel like I got nothing out of that. I was standing there in front of his room, still in his nickel samurai costume. What did he say to this? Are you sure it was Matt? Yes, I'm sure. He wasn't wearing the nickel samurai mask then. If that's the case, then he can't really be mistaken. Do I have any evidence that he wouldn't have taken it off? Might go around again and see. I might present. Is there any reason that he couldn't take it off just judging by that picture? Like, is the costume one piece? I don't think nothing has really been really brought up about that. I don't think that's really good evidence. Alright, actually, Mr. Powers, only... Oh, this is new! Only a few minutes ago, you stated...
You know, I did feel something weird. I think it was because Matt... Well, he gave the bellboy a tip.
Could it be that you felt something strange about the tip-giving incident itself?
Ah, yeah, that's it. You really know your job. Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
This bellboy, he wasn't an ordinary one, was he?
Perhaps we should let the witness tell us.
Very well. Mr. Powers, please amend your testimony. You mean about the bellboy, right?
Matt gave the bellboy. Oh, okay, so we'll press that. So, oh, you know what? I bet I had to, like, go around and then press everything again. So he gave the bellboy a tip. What's so strange about that?
Ah, well, you see, Matt's not a poor penny pincher like me. I was trying to figure out how much it was because the tip really shocked me.
How much it was?
And that's when something even more surprising happened. The bellboy was putting the tip he got in his pocket. And that's when I got my first good look at the guy's face. I was really shocked. I'm afraid I don't follow it all.
Sounds like Mr. Powers was surprised twice by this event. I wonder which of his shocking moments I should ask about. The bellboy's face or Engard's tip? I kind of want to go with the tip. I feel like there's a joke in there somewhere. Because it sounds like Will actually has some information about that. The defendant is a huge star. How can he can afford to give generous tips? Wouldn't you agree?
Sure. But giving him that much was maybe a little too much, I think.
A little too much? Like, how much was it?
Would you please clarify for the court about how much you would say the defendant gave to the bellboy?
Honestly, I don't know. I can't even begin to guess. And why is that? Because he gave the bellboy a really, really fat roll of cash.
A roll of cash? Oh, that's not good.
Ah, well, how interesting. That certainly was a very generous tip, wasn't it?
A very fat roll of cash. That can hardly be called a tip, Your Honor.
Judge is beginning to look awfully suspicious of us. Raise an objection. Wait and see. Man, I feel like these are just such a toss-up. I don't know if there's anything that's supposed to like let you know what to do. But I always feel like I'm just straight up guessing. So I don't know, like if I raise an objection, am I gonna have to present evidence? Because I don't feel like I have anything. Except like the thing of he's a bellboy, it's a movie star. The defendant is a superstar. Yeah, okay, cool. This is what I was hoping for. That kind of tip is typical fare for people like him.
Are you saying that all superstars are super spenders? If I could receive a large rolls of cash by simply bringing people things on trays, then why on earth would I stand around here prosecuting?
He's got a point. I don't even get paid, let alone rolls of cash for all my hard work. Oh no. How do we still have an office? I think we did bad.
So supposing that roll of cash was not a tip, then what was it?
Payment, Your Honor.
Payment?
Isn't it obvious? For the murder of Juan Carita.
Then the bellboy the witness saw...
Yes, he was the assassin.
Hey, hold your horses now, Mr. Edgeworth. You don't have any proof of this, do you?
Have I ever been unprepared to support my claims, Your Honor? I have here this card Shelley the Killer left at the scene of the crime.
Shelley the Killer.
He is a person that the police's special investigations team has been chasing for ages. I'm certain the person the witness saw was this very assassin Shelley the Killer.
Really? What's wrong, Mr. Powers?
No, nothing. Something just clicked in my head. I think I've just figured something out.
Oh? Actually, I saw that bellboy again later on that night.
What? Yeah, you dingbat. Oh my god, Phoenix.
Mr. Powers, please testify. Tell us what you saw. Yes, sir, right away.
The second time, okay.
This time I was in the hallway because I had to go to the bathroom. And that's when that bellboy I saw earlier came out of the room. Of course, when I say room, I mean Juan Carita's room. Now that I think about it, that bellboy did seem kinda out of place. Yeah, so he had to be the assassin, I'm sure of it. I mean...
Thank you very much. That is all we needed for now.
Huh? But I'm not done. There's still more.
Let us first establish that the bellboy was truly Mr. the Killer, then we shall see.
So the bellboy came out of the victim's room, and if that bellboy really was the assassin, then I think the answer is fairly obvious.
That would be correct, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, I believe it's your turn to entertain and make us laugh.
This is no laughing matter.
I had to go to the bathroom. I don't know why I'm pressing this, but whatever. And what time was it?
Well, I don't remember. The award ceremony ended around 8 p.m., right? And then I went to Matt's room pretty soon after that, and then I came back. And then I went to the bathroom. So I guess maybe it was around 8:10 by that time?
Okay.
You're not one for details, are you, Mr. Powers? Yes, sorry. I thought I could maybe catch Matt and say my congrats.
Okay. Are you sure it was the same bellboy?
Yeah.
And how could you tell? All the bellboys wore the same uniform after all.
But you see, well, he had these stitches in his face. Ugh. So I'm sure it's the same guy that was talking with Matt.
So much room did the bellboy come out of?
The victim's room, huh?
Yeah, the one with all the really pretty flowers and teddy bears. He was Juan's room, alright.
Words cannot describe how screwed I am.
Well, let's continue with the testimony, shall we?
So what exactly was so out of place about him besides the stitches in his face?
Right. Why the insipid grin?
Maybe because I have no idea what damaging thing he's going to say next.
Well, the bellboy was empty-handed.
Oh, that's not good.
Empty-handed? That bellboy was one of those room service people, right? But he wasn't pushing a cart and he wasn't holding a tray either. You'd call that a little strange too, wouldn't you? I agree that is a bit strange, Mr. Powers.
Is it really that unusual for a bellboy to be empty-handed? What should I do? Should I let Mr. Powers' testimony slide, or... I feel like if I let it slide, it's going to screw me over. I'm going to try to pull a fast one. I like the way they worded that, though. There's nothing strange or unusual about an empty-handed bellboy. You know, actually, that's kind of true.
But there really is.
There really isn't. Nuh-uh.
If you two are done being school children and the bellboys are for room service, there's no reason for one of them to be empty-handed ever.
Leaving a room, I could see it.
Your Honor, I ask that the witness's previous statement be supplanted with this new one.
Edgeworth. You gonna do whatever you can to make the bellboy look suspicious?
I see very well. This court recognizes and grants the prosecution's request. Mr. Powers, if you could amend your testimony, please. Yes, sir.
Okay. So you're saying that it's suspicious for him to be empty-handed?
Yeah, really suspicious. I mean, when I first saw the bellboy, he was holding a tray in his hand. And there's a bottle of juice and a wine glass on it.
Juice? What kind of juice was it?
I'm pretty sure it was tomato juice.
If we could come up with some sort of reason as to why he would come out empty-handed, some sort of proof, then I think we could dodge the bullet on this one for now.
Proof, huh? Sounds like another job for the court record. Okay.
In any case, if that bellboy was the assassin, it would be very bad for us.
But he really is the assassin, you know.
Yes, but you can't give in yet. If you want to prolong this trial for as long as possible, you're going to have to pull some cheap tricks on this one.
Oh, I forgot to press the last statement. I got so distracted by the court record thing, trying to think of what I needed. Hold on. Please don't be so quick to judge.
But it's kind of a Powers family thing. Think of every person as a thief.
Well, I guess a thief and an assassin are both sneaky and silent.
That's not the point, Phoenix. In any case, if that bellboy was the assassin, it would be very bad for us.
Yeah, okay. So we saw this already. So I needed to present... Where is it? Moncrita's room. Okay. I think I need to present... Wine glass? No, not the wine glass. Ah! There's the tray! Aha! I knew it! Mr. Powers.
Yes?
You're easily influenced by other people's words, aren't you? As soon as you heard that the bellboy might have been the killer, you got caught up in believing it must be true.
But, isn't he really suspicious? He's got all those stitches and...
So, a baseball has stitches. Are you saying all baseballs are suspicious because they have stitches? Oh. Hold on. Yep.
Well, there's also, I mean, what about him being empty-handed?
I would like to ask the court to please take a look here.
This is the crime scene.
There's a wine glass sitting next to Mr. Kurita's body. The liquid inside this glass is tomato juice. And now, if you would look at what is on top of the table in the lower right corner here, anyone can clearly see that it is a tray with a bottle of tomato juice on it. The bellboy had just brought this to Mr. Kurita's room. He left the tray in the room, which is why he was empty-handed when he left.
But that would mean the bellboy had seen and left a dead body in the room.
But can you prove that Mr. Kurita was already dead at that time?
Mr. Edgeworth,
Yes.
I blame you for leading me down this route.
I'm terribly sorry.
What is with him? Why is he laughing?
Witness, isn't there one more thing you'd like to share with us?
Is there?
The bellboy was empty-handed, or should I say empty-handed. I'm recalling you had something interesting to say about his hands.
Oh, yeah, I almost forgot.
What?
That bellboy, he was wearing gloves.
Gloves?
Yeah, pitch black leather ones. All the other bellboys don't wear gloves like that, right? Black leather gloves? Why didn't you mention them earlier?
Sorry, it slipped my mind. Oh boy, does this make the bellboy look really suspicious. Alright, gotta focus. I can't get lax here. So what if he had gloves? A lot of bellboys wear gloves.
Come on, Mr. Wright, the bellboy was wearing black leather ones.
So a football is made of leather. Oh my god, Phoenix. Are you saying all footballs are suspicious because they're made of leather? Oh boy.
But that man, he received a large roll of cash from the defendant, and then he was seen leaving the crime scene wearing black leather gloves. I don't think that even someone like myself can believe he was just another bellboy.
It seems that we've finally come to an understanding. Now then, witness, please continue the rest of your testimony.
The rest?
Oh, yes, please tell us more.
Alright, I think we're gonna call it here if he's gonna do more testimony. So we'll find out what he has to say in the next episode. It's not looking good for us. I'm wondering if the hook of this trial is just we have to figure out how to make it last a certain amount of length. That would be really cool. I would really dig that. I hope that's kind of the direction they go, but we'll see. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying this. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.